really define confidence? Each of you, if you can let me know, how do we define confidence?
That is a tricky question because it's not one that is set in stone. And as you evolve, as you grow, the definition of it will change. I think confidence for me is to know who you are and to be able to stand behind yourself, even if everyone is against you, even if the people are telling you who to be and who not to be and how you should look and how you should not look. You know who you are and you're convinced of who you are, and you can show up and be fully yourself without any boundaries.
So nice. I agree with what you said. I mean, for me, confidence is being authentic, being true to what I believe in and the standards that I have. And I hope to set those for my daughters. Because nowadays, like you said, Hadil, there's so many things in this world that is superficial, and people might not be as nice or as, on your side. And you just have to have that belief in yourself that, you're your warrior and you can do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What about you, Haya?
I know what confidence is not. It's not perfection. It's not saying the right things all the time. It's not demanding attention all the time. It's not loud. Mm-hmm. Confidence is really believing in yourself, just like you said. It's knowing your value. It's knowing who you are, how far you've come. It's also understanding that there's still room to grow. And it's how you carry yourself throughout all of that.
I mean, I definitely agree. There's a perspective on everything. And I also think it depends on the lens of what you're thinking about when you're talking about confidence. Are you thinking about social beauty standards? Are you thinking about you yourself as growing as a person? Under which context? And what you said actually hits home for me, Haya, because when I think of confidence, I think of it's not a feeling. It's not, I feel confident.
Right.
I think it's more of, it took me to get out of my comfort zone, to try, to fail and stand up, to then feel confident, to then feel good in my skin, to learn skills, to be good at something, then to say, you know what, I know my stuff and now I'm confident about that. It's not so much like, okay, I'm waiting to feel confident in order for me to do something with my life. Do something first. And that byproduct will allow you to feel confident. That's more of my angle on that. But do you think confidence is something that's innate, or can it be learned?
I don't think it's something that, I hear this a lot where, she's such a confident person. She was always confident. She was born this way. I don't think so, no. Mm-hmm. I think you can really work on yourself. You get there, and it's also, unfortunately, I feel like we're in a society where people label you, right? They label like, this person is really confident. This person is really shy. This person knows what she's doing. And then you kind of work around that box because you've been labeled this way. I believe confidence is what you prove to yourself. Right. It has absolutely nothing to do with the people around you or the people who label you. It's what you prove to yourself and where you get yourself. You build that confidence on your own. Mm-hmm. And based on that, you prove it to yourself. Like, I got myself here and I can still go.
I agree. And I think also it's certain times of your life you can be more confident than you are.
Absolutely.
So certain issues, certain events in your life that can make you more confident or less confident. So I think there's a lot of things. I do believe sometimes when they do say, this child is she's been born confident, it could be the situation that is around her. It's a positive environment for her, which allows her to flourish and explore her personalities. And then haram, otherwise there's some that have not had the fortune to grow up in, in that kind of household. But it doesn't mean that that other child wouldn't be confident had the situation been a bit different. So I think like what you said, I agree. What do you?
I have seen a lot of people who are naturally confident and they've always been this way. And I think genetics plays a huge role, but it isn't something that is set in stone. You can always change it. احنا بنعيش في الرمادي طول الوقت. مفيش حاجة أبيض وأسود. So also like the environment at home, if it's positive, if it nurtures positive confidence that doesn't get to ego level,
Yeah.
you see the child navigating life and growing up a lot easier into adulthood, into being a teenager compared to their peers. But then again, you have other people who weren't lucky enough to have those, to have that narrative. And they had to unlearn that programming and relearn new stuff. And with social media, with all of the access to information that we have, it can come with a negativity where people are judging you for how you look, but it also has a positive side because we, unlike any generation before, we have access to a lot of information. We can literally unlearn things and learn things on our own without any obstacles.
But you see, you said something like you may be lucky enough to have had a family who nurtured your confidence or to help you be confident. But Haya, you touched on something that it doesn't necessarily mean that if you're an introvert, then you're not confident. Confident doesn't mean to be the loudest person in the room. It actually could backfire and it could be the complete opposite. Like Haya, you're a great example. I know you're very confident and you're very good in your skin, but Haya is like a mouse. She's like the quietest person, but she doesn't have this like very loud and obnoxious presence. Not to say that it means you're not confident if you are or aren't loud. I'm loud, but it doesn't mean I'm loud, therefore I'm confident. I could be loud and I could be covering up for the lack of confidence. You know, it really depends. And also with what you said, Hadil, about growing up with confidence, there could always come a time in your life where something takes that all away.
100%.
It could be a breakup. It could be a broken heart. It could be the loss of a job. It could be getting
divorced.
Getting divorced. It could be something that shatters that confidence. So when I say confidence isn't so much a feeling, confidence is to try again, to give it a shot again, to be brave enough to do it again.
It's constant work.
And if you go for another job, try another relationship.
Absolutely.
Just try again. And if you're brave enough to try again, you will build confidence.